Welcome to Lords for the MCC Universities Challenge Final. This year it's being played between Durham MCCU and Loughborough MCCU. It's the culmination of the university cricket season, and we're here today to tell you a bit more about the MCC Universities scheme.
John Stephenson represented Durham University, Essex, Hampshire and England before becoming Head of Cricket at MCC.
There are 6 MCC universities at Oxford, Cambridge, Durham, Loughborough, Leeds and Cardiff, comprising 13 institutions. They cater for all academic abilities. There are hundreds of courses, so a good cricketer can make his way onto any course at one of these 6 universities.
Gives people a choice to go into education. They don't have to choose to go to just to cricket or just to education. Because of the MCC, they can go and get both, which gives them a safety net for when they get older. There's been a number of guys who haven't made it at cricket. Because of the fact they've got a degree, they can then live their lives properly.
It enables lads to finish their education, i.e. go to university and get a degree and progress to cricket at the same time. Many years ago when I went to university, you either went to university to get a degree and then your cricket went backwards, or you left school and went to play cricket, in which case you ended up with no qualifications. And qualifications are very important. More and more people have got degrees, are going to university. So it just made sense to have a setup where a guy could go to university and improve his cricket at the same time. And the MCC setup is exactly that.
Well, any day when you're playing cricket you can get injured. It could be the end of your cricket career. You can fall over, break a leg, whatever, and that can signal the end of your career. It's a very uncertain profession. So you've got to have something to back you up. And that's what MCC Universities gives you. It gives you the opportunity to play cricket to extremely high level and also gain a degree at the same time. So you can come out of cricket with the knowledge that you've got something to fall back on and get a job with. So, it's very difficult coming out of the game, and it really helps.
Durham MCCU captain Tom Westley is one of several professional cricketers who have chosen to go to an MCC university.
I think there's maybe a slightly more scope if you're non-contracted to come to university and hopefully gain a county contract. It obviously depends on the individual situation. Like myself, I was injured, so I thought it might be a good idea to get a degree. But just the fact that there is that shop window of going to a university that's funded partly by the MCC means that counties are going to be looking. They're going to be looking at scores. There's also ex-first-class cricketers as coaches. There's Graeme Fowler at Durham, obviously, Dilley at Loughborough, Chris Scott, who's at Cambridge. So they have their contacts in themselves that they can speak to first-class counties and hopefully place a few of their players on trials or just speak highly of them, and then you never know where it gets you.
During her time at Oxford, Izzy Westbury has broken into England's academy squad.
For me, there's only 2 girls at Oxford that are on the MCCU scheme, and we train all the time with the boys. So Sophie and I do all our fitness together, we do our nets together, and it just makes our standard, pushes our standard a little bit higher, makes it a bit more competitive, and genuinely has raised the standard of my game, I like to think, over the last winter.
Peter Groves is coached by Graeme Dilley at Loughborough and describes his winter training regime.
An average week we'd have fitness on a Monday, sprint training on a Thursday, gym sessions Tuesday, Friday mornings at 7 in the morning, a net session Wednesday afternoon, and then usually it'll be to the union for a Wednesday night out. Bit of downtime, and then weekends sort of free to do whatever you want.
Glen Reid played for Durham MCCU and now administers the scheme at MCC.
A great learning curve for me. I went into the cricket having played a little bit of second 11 for Sussex, but in my 3 years at Durham, I didn't play in the first team my first year. In my 3 years in Durham, I managed to play, I think it was 9 first-class games, represented Bursa, the British universities, against Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. And yeah, it was just a great learning experience, bowling against some of the best players in the country and then some of the best players in the world when I got to play for Bursa.
Former England player Clive Radley is coach of the combined MCC Universities side that plays in the Second 11 Championship.
Well, it's a selected side from the six MCC universities, without the inclusion of the ones that are contracted to the counties. So it gives all of the other lads an opportunity to show their wares in front of county coaches during the course of these games, and it's a good time really. The second half of the season is when county coaches are up for hiring and firing, and they're looking for guys for the next year, so it's a terrific opportunity for them to show their wares.
I never really knew what I wanted to do after I'd finished university. I always wanted to play cricket. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite good enough. But through the MCC sponsorship of the scheme, I got to know, people that worked at MCC, and was very fortunate to be sort of offered a job on completion of my degree.
At the moment, we've got Tom Westley coming through Durham University. He's a fantastic young talent at Essex. Matthew Spreagle, he's really got his place in the Surrey side now, came through Loughborough. You can reel off so many names: Dalrymple, Strauss, Foster over the years. Go back a bit further, Hussain, Atherton. Great leaders of the game have come through universities. So, it just shows how well it works.
Statistically, 49% of 18-year-olds go into higher education, which is basically 49% of your cricketers are going to higher education. So that's why this system it's not only good, to be honest, it's vital, it's essential.